Alright, this is Pokemon 807, and this is what, episode 3 of my Monster Hunter Portable Turd playthrough. We're getting there. Alright. Man, this might be one of the weirdest topics, the weirdest things to hear from someone playing a video game on YouTube, but like this land, sometimes it's possible. We've got way too much variation these days. Like people who just use a plane and fly somewhere else. But it's 2025 right now. It is more than possible to end up being born someplace, and you are not the slightest a fit for the the group, especially if it's an island that you live on, that you're born on. You're nothing like the majority. And you just end up hated. A lot of people might easily catch on to what I'm saying here. This topic is kinda, it could get dark pretty quick, so we're just gonna focus on the gameplay. But yeah, so 1 star, we still need 1 star quests. I recently received a number of requests from some of the villagers. Would you mind looking them over for me? Of course, right. Same she said previous episode, I think. So, alright, this is a simple enough one, right? Just gather some shrooms. See if we can get majority of these in an hour, because my episode ends up being around an hour, right? And some hour at least. So let's go ahead, and map is important for sure. Yeah, pretty much everything. Pretty much everything here. Right? Alright, so we're looking for shrooms. I think the best info is unique mushrooms, right? I think we're gonna find some over here, if I'm not mistaken, over in area 2. No, there's a mining spot. I didn't take any pickaxe. These are unique mushrooms, right? Right? Yes, they are. Still picking up without crouching, damn it. Alright, so crouch, yeah, let's go. It's 4. So I think that's 5. I think. See items. Yeah, that's 5. We need 5 more. And as easy as that, mission is already pretty much over, right? Now this is the beginning of the game, and this should be expected. I've got my brightness on my screen down quite a bit. These aren't mushrooms. Get something else. You a little smart, you little lad. Man, these weapons are so different compared to games like Monster Hunter Rise and stuff. Yeah, I think it ain't too difficult to use though, so still getting the hang of this, right? Didn't play this game in a bit. Alright, so area 2 we just found some, and I happen to be quite sure area 5 as well. It's area 2, area 5. If I'm not mistaken. Alright, so this is over this side, yeah. Just ran right past him. Island life is a bunch of shit, especially in 2025, a bunch of shit. Because look at it this way, right? The Earth is already going through whatever, like, pressures from overpopulation and stuff like that. The economy is pressured. And then you live on an island where obviously the resources, everything on the island is going to be limited, so everyone is going to be fighting for the same material, and who else is not, is some sort of order and shipment from overseas, so like that's going to be the most, shipment. What do you call those places that, bring stuff in from the overseas? The ports, right? So other than that, this living on an island is a bunch of shit in 2025. A bunch of shit. It is. I mean, some tourists could come over and enjoy themselves still, I guess, but I guess maybe that is short-lived as well, because, when the government shuts down enough, certain companies, systems aren't getting the money, support, and budgets that they usually do as much. Yeah, like, I'm readying myself for some, some total stress, man. I'm expecting a lot of troubles. I am. Get some materials. Yeah. You saw me already, so I don't expect. Oh dang! Ooh, straight to the face. Dang. I was trying to get the materials from the whatever. So this is better than nothing. So let's go ahead. Yeah, let's see. So red box for item delivery. Yep. Delivered everything on time. I think the dog will be gone by now anyways, right? Once we left the, yep, everything is already in reset. Things know about to like the top, right? I don't know, that was 7 minutes. Yeah, not bad. 7 minutes before this mission. Not bad. Alright, some box. Alright. Cool. So it is like five missions. We did 3 already, I think, or is it 4? When we do enough, then we would unlock the 2, then 3. You get the picture. So let's go ahead and let's see this. 1, 2, 3, yeah. So 2 more. So this one. Let's see. So. Right, I think we get some big monster here in this one. We're supposed to harvest some royal honey. Alright, there it is. Go ahead and cancel this mission. Yeah. Because the thing about this game is you don't automatically, send your items to item box. You've got to manually do it, so just so that we still have space in the next mission. Alright, I think we were fine. I wasn't really, I wasn't taking items up as much, so we're still fine. That wasn't necessary. Alright, so let's go ahead. Yeah. I mean, the name of the mission literally is Harbinger of Terror, right? And all we're doing is delivering 5 royal honeys. It didn't make sense otherwise, right? Something big is going to happen, right? No. Maybe some little kid who couldn't read wouldn't know the difference and they'd be totally terrified. No spoilers. Alright. 3, 4. Onward. So the beginning of this game, the beginning of most video games, quite slow. Things are kind of simple, but is it's only sensible that they, you know, make sure that the player is acquainted with the mechanics and, you know, that they're good enough at the game already. It makes sense. Right, so that's one. Where'd it go? It's so dark. And playing in the daytime, you know, the room is gonna have like a lot of glare, and just training my eyes, man. I have my brightness like all the way down, like 0% brightness. I've got my reasons, because, you know, I'm a technical guy, and I usually keep this kind of information to myself. But any device that you're using, it could be any device, right? If you have your brightness like down to 0%, believe it or not, the CPU, like, especially if it's a mobile device, it uses way more energy just to keep the brightness up, and that slows your system down a lot. So like frame rate, like say your refresh rate, screen refresh rate, say it's supposed to be 60 frames, is actually like I think 54 or something like that. It drops by about 10 frames, 10 in like display speed. So having the brightness down is like really good for, Jesus, man, stupid cat. It's really good for performance, right? And we're looking for the best performance here. More than likely is what we seek. Alright, so these honey, when you're seeking this honey in this honey mission, the best bet is Area 5 and cutscene. Holy shit. Yep, there it is. And this thing also is one of my this is basically one of the first big boss monsters in this game, right? One of the first, so it shouldn't be too difficult anyways. This is one of the coziest, to me, this is one of the coziest monsters to versus in this game. Is so damn easy. I don't know about y'all, but so easy for me. Is a breeze. Stupid cat. Watch the dang bombs. A little furloin. Best bet here is right, yeah. Make sure you aren't. Make sure it's not readying a slash. Right. Keep yourself out of the way. Quite simple, quite simple. Come on. I was so close. I was so close there. Oh shit. So Robson took some damage. I was thinking about naming this thing, but that was named by default. Not taking it too seriously. Ah, nice. Alright, that was a nice stroke. No, that was a nice stroke, yeah. Got some controlling, selfish-minded individuals where I live. And it's like, damn. Totally. So, I think we picked up, yeah, some mini whetstones. Shit, that was a bad move. I got it sharp and I still took some damage either way. My idea was to go as long as possible without taking damage, and I just failed that miserably. Not miserably, I was just trying to sharpen my weapon. Alright, so next area. At least we just saw where it ran. I'm gonna speak on that more after this mission, or I can speak on it now. Oh shit, this camera, using my right analog instead too. So future games, you just trap them automatically. They got rid of that issue because it was an issue for some people. Well, not for me really, but in this game, in these older games, you're supposed to use something called a paintball to like mark the monster with. It's more technical. I actually like this. You know, it's tedious for some people, but it isn't too bad for me. You've got to mark them, like literally, physically mark them, so that you could, you know, track which area they're going to and stuff like that. It's more hands-on than the future titles. Let's see. Come on. Get off some more of this. Some more of this rage damage. Get me down as quick as possible. Oh shit, that was close though. That actually was close. Yep. So just rinse and repeat until this thing faints. I don't even quite understand how that combo blocked until finish. I was trying to dodge. I was like spamming that button, and I was still there standing attacking. I think I got off some damage. Yep. I think this thing might be hurt quite a lot by now. That's our aim. Yeah. We still got the rage bar, so if the more we attack well in rage mode, actually that little red bar you see there, as it retains the attack boost that we get in rage mode until it runs out. You've just got to keep attacking in rage mode to keep it, you know, at a good enough amount. There it is. Like I said, it is hurt quite a lot. Damn it. Oh, come on, so slow. Ah, I'm gonna dash down behind this thing. Gonna attack. Right. Got it fully. Toppled it over. Then some more rage damage before it got away. Good, 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 good. So you've got to be careful with that too, because you don't want it dying by the door. That's another fault that these games have. If it faints, you know, the future games, everything is loaded at once. Like, there are no separate areas loading. But if you get a monster to faint right by a loading door, I call it a loading area, exit or entrance, it's like every time you try to load a card from it, it's like you're going straight into the next area. You definitely don't want that. So we're taking these out, make sure that they are clear of the area exits, so you wouldn't, you know, lose that chance to get some materials and stuff, right? Yeah. Ah, damn it. I should be more focused, but I've got some people in the background making some noise. I really do hope they aren't in the video, because these people is some, you know, some attention freaks, like a damn attention, and I'm really not about that shit. Really not about that shit. Family or not. It's annoying. This way, another thing, you never record episodes in the daytime, and I took that risk. I'm here talking, they hear me talking, they already know what I'm doing. It's a bunch of shit. That's another something, right? A lot of these islands, these people don't believe in this sort of lifestyle at all. It's like, just, you know, do some simple job, get some money, wash your clothes by hand, stuff, find something profitable to do, stuff. But we live in a technical age, right? And this is art. I mean, like, damn, like, these people are really weird. I'm gonna be honest. Seeing life elsewhere and then like back at this island, these people are weird as shit. So it's like, I've got people in the background here, like, they're wasting your time. They might fret about other things, but you've got your own sense, your own common sense, right? You know for yourself eventually why a person is making so much damn noise. Alright. It's done. It is. Holy shit. Alright, cool. That was quick, right? That was quick. And we've got these dinos getting in the way. I just want my materials, you pieces of shit. Leave me alone. I'm getting in the way before my aim isn't faint here, right? Alright, so out the way, definitely nice. And all we've got to do now is deliver these honey, or this honey, word it whichever way. And that is mission number 2 for this episode. Come on, man. This isn't too weak a dang weapon. You should be dead. Here we are. Can't just curve some, took up some. Where'd it go? Man, like I said, I've got my screen so dark, it's crazy. And it's a daytime as well. Really do hope though that the background noise doesn't mess with the audio quality. I'm not even speaking about other people now anymore. It's more like depending on the day that you're and the sensitivity of your device, right? Daytime has like something called white noise, you know, like from vehicles, stuff like that. The air pressure is much different during the daytime compared to nighttime, and you could get some weird effects like the background audio and stuff, depending on the type of microphone that you're using. If it's just stock device microphone, then it should be fine, could be fine. But if you're using things like the snowball microphones, you know what I mean, you tech people, you could get some serious issues there, especially if you're in a room that isn't sealed off. You hear literally everything. The wind in the trees outside is problematic. It is. All right, so I've got to deliver these. Yeah. And we're gonna run back. And I'm not gonna waste my time with that. I could just use these. Because everything in these older games is like, everything is so slow compared to if you play Rise, Monster Hunter Rise, for example, and you dive straight back into this game, is like, holy shit, like, I thought this was fun before. That's a good sign as well, you know, it shows progression in the series, but at the same time, ugh. So let's go ahead and procure these honey. And we have some rations too. Don't want to be use these up. We don't have to otherwise, but if so, that's one. And no worries if we run it before we get the required amount. I know the other spot. I played this game years before. Come on. Alright, cool. Just aiming at the cat, so I think we're good. Every bit of material in these games happens to be quite useful, so we're gonna go ahead and get some wood as well. I think we're gonna need some more. There's some more of these. Yeah. You come on. There's 1, 2. Only 2. Well, alright. So we're going to go ahead and make RV, I think it's area 3. So we're going to, let's go over this way. And into area 6. Jump to area 2. This is going to be well worth. Just hold up. Trust me on this. Just running around, I'm not. So we just got, I think the mission is quest info. We're supposed to get 5. And we have 6. So we could get way more. And that's what I'm aiming for. Alright, so area 3, we're soon there. Watch it, cat. And keep pushing on into area. Yeah. Nice environments, I know, right? Quite nice. Right over here. Yeah. So crouch, just so it isn't, you know, the slow stand up, pick up, stand up, pick up, stand up, bunch of shit. You're gonna crouch and take as much of these as we can. And yeah, that was 3 more, but it is definitely still worth it. Ah, nice. I think we get more from these too. Becoming last time I saw a full golden, like nice. I think that's definitely a royal honey. Damn it. You ain't getting away. Neither you. Alright, this one. That is a fine stomach, right? Maybe it isn't. It wasn't that. And honey, at least. And honey. Yeah. So we still get more. Now we make our way back. We finish this episode, and yeah. So most people playing the game, like especially because even if you play this for the first time, if you are some sort of Monster Hunter veteran, you might have taken that out too. You might have known, you know, get better weapon and stuff. But most people who start the game, they're just like running from that dang thing, try to get as much honey as they could. And it's like it tails you to wherever honey is, so it's like you're the one being hunted. So yeah, it would have been like that for sure. Dang it, I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way somehow. So running our way back to Area 1 and back to base. Crit in the neck. Holding my neck down looking at the screen. Because like I said, it is a mobile device. Really good. The people who spend days looking down at screens for work and stuff, I think there's some rest that you could use to like support your neck, but we ain't got that. So yeah. I'll get the food. You know, I like doing this too, just before we finish the mission. You know, health back up, everything back up. It isn't necessary, but you know, just because, just for the fun of it. Alright, so quest completed. That's simple enough, right? And that's been 28 minutes. Nice. Maybe we've got a good ways to go before I reach my episode limit. So we're gonna continue after this. Although mine is telling me maybe I should end it off here, which I would. That was a lot of activity. I'm not going to be sure how big the file size is for the video. So yeah, just to be safe, we see what's going on. Yeah, I think this is our urgent quest. Greetings, Hunter. Could I trouble you with a few requests today? Are you familiar with Arzuros? It's a monster I just took one out. It's a monster that is seen fairly frequently around here. I see, so you've seen it already. I'd like you to get rid of it for us. I just did. I do not know why it is coming closer to the village lately, but I fear for the safety of the villagers if this keeps up. It is not the strongest monster out there, but when it stands on 2 legs, watch out for its claws. You can assemble a shot trap. That should be enough to stop it coming to the village. I'm counting on you. Will do, thanks. Already did. Already did, done and done. Did and done that. Alright, so store. Alright. Let's see the game as well. Ah, there we go. Those little slate starters you get during the save, like actual hardware, no, you ain't gonna see in the game. We're good. That actually happens with the the general hardware as well, so normal stuff. That's normal. Alright, so let's see. Armorcraft helmet. Could I get nothing too fancy yet? It's like up to Orzaris. So Orzaris needs quite a lot of dying materials here. There's a jumbo bone at Orzaris Pelt. So we would have been maybe fighting Orzaris 2 or 3 times before we get that. So believe it or not, unless you're new to my channel, you would have been accustomed to this already. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause the recording. I'm gonna go fight this thing a few more times because was the sense of recording all that. Get those materials, and then we're gonna do the the story mission. So hold on a bit. Alright, here we are. I'm back. I just remembered Orzaris isn't going to show up again in that mission. I do think there's a one-time thing that you could go back and it'd be too easy to get the materials like just from doing a basic mission. So they kind of made it after you see it the first time there. I just remembered that you've got to do the urgent quest. Here it is. Ah, Hunter, I recently received a number of requests from some of the villagers. Would you mind looking them over for me? And she says the same exact thing. And I think we've been on whatever. So the contract cost, like there's the cost to actually do the mission is 200. We've got like 4,700. So we're definitely fine. And our reward is 1,200. So let's go ahead and yeah. We did drop our items in, right? Alright. So I'm speaking to someone, or is that yeah I was. So as you can see, this is a partially translated game. Yeah. We never got this HD. We never got this game in HD, the HD one in English, did we? So this is a partially translated game. It is. Just making sure you don't have any items in there. Yeah. And we're gonna go on ahead then. With our stock. Stock armor died. Like, let's get this over with as quickly as we could because I really am reaching up on that memory limit there. Oh my god. So let's go on. 50 minutes is the limit for this. But for this mission, but our limit I think here is like 20 minutes before like my device is seized for memory. I've barely got this thing holding on with enough memory for this, so let's go ahead. Yeah, and that too, like praise be to those who supply us the materials. Just a little crouch before the box. Yeah. So Orzaris I do think is gonna show in area, if not area 5, area 2, the same area that we got the so we're gonna try area 5 first and make our way then over to area 2 if we see nothing here. Yeah, nothing. Alright. So we're on the hunt now for this thing. No fear. This is one of the best weapons in the game. Some people would argue otherwise, but really and truly it is. Not only do you have attack speed, dang it, it's like you could raise your attack even more in rage mode. You've got decent like agility, you can dodge quite easily. Jewel blades are it, man. Jewel blades definitely work. Alright. You done? You done? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's freaking go. Let's give you. Ah. Already out of dying stamina, that was too quick, man. We're gonna get some upgrades eventually. Yeah, so slash, I think it's the third time, depending on the type you're fighting. I'm gonna put these out and get my stamina, pulling back up quite a bit. Jeez. Damage. Yep. Dodging is your best friend. You gotta dodge quite a lot in this. Not as bad though as, you know, Street Fighter. People will say, man, that's ridiculous, but I've really got an issue with Street Fighter. It's more like in Street Fighter now, like most of the Street Fighter games, most of the fights end up just dodging. Not dodging like that, grabbing like almost every second of the match is basically you just watching out for the grab. If someone gets close to you, watch for grab. If someone gets close to you, watch for grab. And it takes, to me, it takes away from the, you know, because this is a Capcom game, Street Fighter is another Capcom game. If you wonder why all of a sudden we're talking about Street Fighter, they're the same people that made Monster Hunter, right? For those who don't know. And that is so dang tedious, it's annoying, I hate it. I seriously hate it. Like someone who grew up on Nintendo and Super Smash Brothers and stuff like that, I like variation, I like complexity, I like something that, you know, gets your mind going, right? And when you're playing Street Fighter, it's more like, oh, grab, oh, he's getting close, or she's getting close, grab, oh, grab again, oh, maybe pull off a few moves, grab, damn annoying. Like, I can be really good at it, that's the thing about me, I can be really good at something, but it's like, if it's not, you know, if it's not stimulating at all, I don't give a shit. That's me. It has to be some sort of like, yeah, challenge. I won't give a shit. So there are a lot of video games that people like. For instance, the Persona series, right? The Persona series is so boring when you get levels. Like you get high enough levels, you just memorize which attack type does the best damage to which type of enemy and just chain them off, and I do that for hours and I get so bored. Like I find myself just climbing through like floors, because you end up going through floors in that game. I'm not sure weight enough to take damage. Like that's terrible of me. I shouldn't be taking damage at all. Like, if you see some of the missions I got to like the master ranks in Monster Hunter Rise, and then in this game taking damage, no way, I shouldn't be taking damage at all. But anyways, like, these games, it's gotta be a challenge, man. It has to be a challenge. Even this is quite tedious because the amount of damage that I'm doing, this thing is still standing, it isn't running yet. Whoa. But at least it is enticing somewhat, and is not totally boring. it's not the same thing over and over. Yeah. So Persona 3 Reload just came out the other day, and I didn't give two whoops about it as much because, like I said, it's too simple for me. Really too simple. I got bored. I think I got to the floor 22 mark in 3 Reload, and I was like, alright, you know, there's that point. No spoilers, but it is one of the meat points. Let me just say it like that. I didn't spoil anything saying that. Fell over and I don't give a shit because I'm sharpening my weapon. I think it's seriously hurt now and it's running, so you're going to just run down behind it so that we don't lose track of it. Get this mission over with, because this is the last mission that I'm doing for now. I think this gets us into Hunter rank 2. And we would be fine as shiz to go on in the next episode. I don't want to kill you here. Come on, move from by the door, you wicked shit. Come on. Oh, I thought that it was, you know, toppling over. Like, come on, man. Like, wait. Good. From by the damn door. Trying to save yourself from being carved, huh? Mind of your own or some shit. Damage. Ah, what happened there, man? Right, this. I think it might slash now. Not close to. Ah, that was close, wasn't it, peeps? Alright, so this is another rage slash. I think it does this like 4 times. Yep. Yeah, these are done quite easy, man. Quite easy. It's stamina's back up somewhat. Come on, come on, come on. I know it. I know it. Come on. You should be close to death. I do believe you were stumbling a few seconds ago. Ah, dang it, there's another, yeah, another. Ah, that was so close. Yeah, the thing about it is, oil weapon, because my sharpness is quite up to scratch, right? But because this is the, you know, this is the stock weapon, this is the first weapon for this type, I think sharpness isn't good enough to pierce the claws, and I think that's how we get, you know, a higher percentile chance of getting certain materials, so you're gonna have to upgrade regardless, right? And there it is, we stumble. So what we're gonna do, just so that this thing doesn't like scrape away any more of our time, we're gonna sharpen, and this should be mission now. Should be mission. Should be. Alright, come from by the door, you shit. Come away from the door. Alright, right, that's good. Okay. Once the weapon goes to certain amount of dullness, yeah, there we go. We can't pierce the claws, we wouldn't get certain materials as easily. I think when you damage the claws, then there's yeah, there's a Jesus. Oh, come on, come on, come on. I just want my materials, you greedy fat thing there. You obese piece of shit. Obese mostly from plant life, I think, though. I don't think about that. These definitely eat meat. Is the other taller, more giganto dinos that, you know, survive from plant life. But these are definitely the meat eating time. So we take them out as quick as we could. They keep on attacking us. The others, they don't attack unless they themselves are attacked. We've got you down, and that is a mission complete. Oh, the crookedy neck. There we go. Supply items were returned. Yeah, we can't keep all those, sadly. Alright, send a box. Send those. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so that's it. Episode 3 of my Monster Hunter Portable Turd magazine has been added to your bookshelf for people to talk to, so I'm just going to end it here. I'm going to drop my items off as per usual. And thank you for watching. Stay tuned if you did enjoy this episode. Yeah, let's go drop these in. Not quite done yet. I did take up as much materials and items as I could in that mission. I was gonna say in that episode. I was gonna say in that episode. So yeah, here we are, end of the episode. Thanks for watching, like I just said. Remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I would leave the direct link to this entire playlist if you want to watch episode 1, 2, you know. I would leave that in the description of this video. So until next time, this has been Mr. Pokemon 907, signing off.